week on the Hearts of Gold podcast, I get to sit down with Isha from the Northwest SPCA. This is an organization that I have wanted to have on this podcast since the beginning. I cannot wait for you to learn about all the things that they do behind the scenes and in front of the scenes with the pets and animals in our community and how we can give back. I also share a little bit about the upcoming Pooch Playoffs competition that I have through my business, Erin Photography, and how you can sign up your dog to compete as the ultimate cutest canine in Butte County. I can't wait to share more of that with you later on in the episode. But if you would, before we start the episode, if you could just take a second to like and subscribe to this podcast, it helps the algorithm do its thing and get it to the right people, other people who have a heart of gold. So thank you so much for tuning in. We see every comment, like, and subscribe notification, and we're so excited to be doing this with you. So join us today on the Hearts of Gold podcast.
Just really a heart of gold.
I mean, she's tough, but she has a heart of gold.
I'm a problem solver and I have a heart of gold. Thank you, Jaymes.
See, ladies, a heart of gold.
But I know you have a heart of gold and have done many good deeds.
You've been most helpful.
Yeah, that's me. Heart of gold.
You have a heart of gold.
18 karat.
Hello and welcome to the Hearts of Gold podcast. I am so excited for today's guest. We have none other than Isha, who is from the Northwest SPCA, which is the Northwest Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And this is an organization that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm so excited to get to talk with her today and hear about all the things related to all of the pets and the animals at the Northwest SPCA. So Isha is the manager and a registered veterinary technician at the Northwest SPCA. And get this, you've been there for 30 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. There's no way because you're only like 20.
Thanks.
So
yeah. Sure. We'll go with that.
But yes, so welcome. Thank you so much for being here on the podcast and for saying yes to a video podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. The Northwest SPCA is obviously very near and dear to my heart. I've been there long enough. So thank you for having us.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited because, and we'll get into this a little bit later, but again, for why you guys are near and dear to my heart. Well, we finally adopted our first dog from the Northwest SPCA, which we have another dog that we had rehomed. And then growing up, we always had strays that came in and other things. And really my sister is where I'm really connected to you guys because she's no longer with us, Shannon, but she adopted her cat Boomer, who is still alive and still going, still kicking. She adopted her cat from there. And so anyway, there's just all sorts of connections. But before we get into that even deeper, and gosh, maybe I'll get emotional. I wasn't planning on getting emotional on this podcast, but pets can do that for you.
Absolutely. Yes. They take a piece of our heart with everyone we have over our lifetime, over their lifetime.
Yeah. Yes, they sure do. Well, I wanted to kind of talk about your golden beginnings. You've been with Northwest SPCA for 30 years, which means you've been here in Oroville for at least 30 years. Was there a time before Oroville? How did you?
No? I was born and raised here.
Born and raised here. Okay.
I was born and
to
raised.
High schools?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Los Plumas graduate.
Okay. Same.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So just born and raised, but you went to, obviously, you're a veterinary technician.
Yes.
So where did you have to get that certification?
I went to school at Yuba Community College.
I did too. But for X-ray. I love you.
Yeah. So they have an amazing veterinary technician program.
Yeah.
And then from my schooling there, we've actually developed a relationship with them, and we continue to work with the school and training the students. We intern students with us.
That's amazing.
They will host animals from the shelter and do spays and neuters, learn x-rays and ultrasounds and bandaging and all the fun things we get to learn in school.
That's amazing. So when they're a student at Yuba College, then they can become an intern. You guys are like a site.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's similar.
Hands-on sites, and there's several places that do that for students.
That is so cool. So our daughter Junia was able to go to Tech Trek this summer at UC Davis, and they took a group of kids to look at their their facility, their lab, or where they would operate, and they had their students learning
For the veterinary
yes.
Yeah. We have an amazing program with UC Davis too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
oh my gosh.
We've built some amazing relationships for the shelter over the years, and different programs that they offer. And so through UC Davis, they do spays and neuters. Actually, they're picking up 6 dogs from me today to spay and neuter.
And you're here with us.
I'm learning to delegate, so I have some helpers. I'm like, okay, this is what needs to happen while I'm gone.
Yes. Make sure that they
we do spays and neuters with them. They also have a community surgery program where we've done animals with injured legs. They've done amputations.
Yeah.
We've had some with injured eyes. We've done eye removals through them, and some specialty surgeries. The crypt orchids, where the little boys don't drop their testicles where they're supposed to be. And those are a little bit more complicated. So,
that sounds complicated.
It can be a fishing expedition sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
So it gives them a lot of experience coming out of school to be able to do some of those procedures.
That's so cool. What a wonderful opportunity for any student to have that connection. You know, that's very cool. Yeah. You need that hands-on
is
training.
So important.
Yeah.
If I didn't have the hands-on that I was able to get while I was working at the shelter at the time, going to school as well, and I had several years prior to going to school, so I had a lot of good hands-on handling and basics, where a lot of people don't have that. And it's very important in a lot of the different fields, the trade fields and things like that, to get those hands-on experience.
Right.
You can learn from a book all day long.
Right. Or computer, or now ChatGPT, or it's like, okay, sure.
But to physically do it is a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, it really is connecting that brain. Yeah, it's getting it out. Yeah, very cool. I love that. So, okay, so you weren't anywhere else. You've just been here your whole life.
Yeah.
I love it. No, well, same.
I love it though. I mean, I honestly, and I think 98% of it is the shelter is keeping me here. We've minorly entertained a move here and there throughout, my marriage and my life and stuff, but really hasn't gone too far because I'm so connected with the shelter and I've been there so long, and it really is me, or I am it, or
yes, you're
both
one and the
ways.
same.
You can't talk about one without the other.
Yeah. No, I love that. And that's Jaymes and I too. We moved for just a few years. We moved out of state so we could go to school, but then we've moved back, and we've talked about living other places, but we're just like, this area is just, even just the weather. I know we have our
summers.
fires.
Don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't.
No,
that's
I could do
whatever.
without that.
That's fine. We just don't. Yeah, we'll just cover that up. But right now, come on, it's February,
beautiful.
and we're like all my friends that are not here, that are back east, I'm like, we're not talking about.
We are very much in a location-wise. We're close to the ocean. We're close to the mountains. We're close to the cities. Like, everything's within a few hours drive.
Yeah.
In one day.
Yeah.
Where
you
can
do a
go
day trip.
You can go anywhere.
Yep.
We've made trips to Fort Bragg just for dinner at the little Italian place over there.
I'm so glad we're not the only one. We didn't do the Italian place, but we have eaten there though. But
Dorilio's.
Is that the place that's up by the
it's in the little
grocery store?
It's in the little strip mall. It's one block up from the main street.
I don't know if that. We've eaten at an Italian place before for our anniversary. That's first place.
It's a small family-owned restaurant. they're only open from like 5 to 9 or something like
Okay.
that. So we do dinner there,
Exclusive.
and you have to buy a loaf of bread before you go.
Okay.
It's homemade bread. It's amazing.
Oh, yes. See?
And and then we go to Cowlicks for ice cream.
Oh, yes. We've done Cowlicks. Yep. We've done that many times.
That's my second happy place.
I know. We are so close to so many things that, yeah. And it's like, I love talking about it. And also, you don't live here. It's kind of like, do I want to keep that a secret? Like, yeah.
I know.
I know. Because it's such a nice area.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. So I mean, thinking that was kind of my next little question is kind of your hidden gems in this region. I mean, I know Fort Bragg is not Butte County, but I don't know. Is there another?
It's everything close, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
No, I love the mountains, but I guess my other happy place,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it so much anymore, is horseback riding.
Oh, really?
And the trails in the area. There's some amazing horse trails
I
very
didn't
close by.
realize you ride horses.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, and you have horses? Do you have
Yeah,
horses?
I recently lost my gelding. He was my
Oh.
ride or die, and he was.
Oh, sorry.
My mare
That's
isn't
hard.
so much trail savvy,
Okay.
but I have a horse and I have a pet cow.
A pet cow. Oh my gosh. Are you like the people that I see on the Instagram reels that they're like, they bring their cows inside and like have them on the,
Well,
the living room floor?
he actually has been in the house before.
Oh my gosh.
He's way too big for that now. I don't think he could fit through our doorway. He's 12 and a half years old. He was a bottle baby.
Oh.
He came in a roundabout way through the shelter.
Okay.
One of my coworkers and
Connections, all the things.
yeah. So it was only supposed to be a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
My son, our youngest son, who was 14 at the time, and very mild mannered, laid back, like doesn't get upset, doesn't get mad, doesn't get, just
A cow.
very even, just very even key.
Even mood.
And I asked him if he wanted to bottle feed a baby cow temporarily.
Yeah.
And he darn near jumped off the couch. His eyes got super big around. He's like, "Really, Mom? Can I?" And I'm like, "Well, crap. Now I have to."
Yeah. Yeah.
So we bottle fed out of the ones that we had a choice of, I guess. We got left with the sickliest, scrawniest little calf.
Of course you did.
And I mean, it was only about 2 to 3 days old.
No better home,
Kind
probably
of a
though.
throwaway from a dairy farm.
Oh.
He was actually supposed to be somebody's dinner at one point.
Oh my gosh.
So
I know. I mean, it's a
the
cow.
realities of life.
Right.
But he's 12 and a half now. He is taller than I am. His back, he's probably over 2,000 pounds, but he thinks he's a dog because he was raised with our dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so funny. We have a cow pasture in it's not our backyard. It's somebody else owns the pasture, but we get the benefit of just looking over the fence and seeing all the cows out there. And it's so beautiful. It's so peaceful, serene. They're huge. They're ginormous.
They can be, yes.
I'm like, what is happening? If they ever decided to just run through the fence, they could knock it down and
And they can. And sometimes they do.
don't tell me that. Here I am just living there. I'm like, oh, they're fine. Oh,
They're
no.
usually more scared of you than you are of them.
Yes. That's with most animals, though, I think, right? Maybe not a lion, but
Yeah.
or a tiger. Oh, I don't know. Okay. No, I love that. So, okay, thinking of, so we like to keep everything very much on the golden rush type of language. We just lean into the golden era of this region. I mean, I tried to resist it for a long time. I'm like, no, we're more than the gold rush community. But anyway, that being said, I have our business nugget segment. And so as we're kind of getting into this, I like to know kind of what is your elevator pitch? How would you describe like a quick summary of what you do in the community?
Well,
everything, all of it.
where do I start?
I know. Anywhere.
So I started with the shelter when I was 16. I
Wow.
was looking for some summer employment.
Okay.
And they had a low income placement program for, students and
Yeah.
younger kids. And I
Oh,
always
16.
knew I wanted to be in the animal field.
Mhm.
And at that point, I didn't even know the shelter existed. So they
Oh,
placed
yeah.
me with the Northwest SPCA when I
Uh-huh.
was 16 through the PIC program. And
The
it
PIC,
just,
what was PIC? Was that
Private Industry Council, I think
okay.
is what it stood
That was a
for.
program
and it
through
was
the county or through the schools?
Yeah, I think it was through the county.
It's like, 'cause
Again,
I don't know
it
if
was a while ago.
Yeah.
So
So I'm trying to think if I recognize that.
yeah,
name,
I'm not sure
the
that they
acronym.
have that specific program anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that was a few years ago.
Yeah. Just a couple.
And it was tailored to low income families as well to help
Okay.
with job placement.
Gotcha.
And so I got
Yeah.
a summer job because I had to pay for my own car insurance before I could drive.
Wow. Yeah.
Working and going to school was just not quite an option for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got a job. They placed me at the shelter, and so I
Wow.
started working in the kennels, cleaning kennels,
Mhm.
cats and dogs, and learning more about animals. I always
Yeah.
had animals growing up, but learning the ins and outs of like really how to take care of them
Yeah.
and the animals in our community and how and
Mhm.
why they end up at the shelter.
Yeah.
So it was very eye opening to
Hmm.
me, and I found my passion. I found my place, and it just
Wow.
snowballed from there.
That's amazing. Like 16. I keep saying that in my head. I'm like 16. So you were, I mean, yeah, in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to me because there's a few high schoolers that watch this podcast, and I'm always trying to think like what, how to inspire them, how to make them excited about something. You know what I mean? Like and just hearing that it gives me goosebumps because I'm like, here you could find what you love, like what you feel like you're almost called to do.
You're meant to do.
That you're meant to do, right?
Yeah.
Here in your own community. And it's just, I don't know, it's just beautiful. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so you said that you found what you feel like you found what you were meant to do and getting to know the ins and outs of it all. Ultimately though, do you remember why? Like what drew you in? We're going a little deeper. We're mining the heart. Why did you choose this work? Like what about it? I mean, besides pets, like we already said, they tug on our heartstrings. Dogs, cats. What else is at the shelter? You've had potbelly pigs, I think, before.
Pigs, goats. We actually have 3 guinea pigs right now.
Oh my gosh, okay.
We get the occasional bird or other reptile.
I was going to say
snakes.
reptiles.
You want to take a wild guess at what the most unique animal that's ever come through our facility?
I feel like you shared this before at a presentation, and I can't remember what it was. A skunk.
Oh, that's nothing.
I don't know. No.
It was an alligator.
Oh, an alligator.
Yes.
Wow.
It was about a 6-foot-long alligator.
Oh
It
my
was
goodness.
raised from a hatchling in somebody's house.
Wow.
And when they took it, it had a little orange kitten riding around on its back.
it, not inside of it, not
No,
eat it. It
not
didn't eat the
inside of
kitten.
it.
Oh my-
So I wasn't there on scene when it was taken, but that's what we were
Oh.
told.
Wow.
And so we housed Big Al in our kennels for a few days until we
Big
got
Al.
her to a reptile refuge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So it's not just
So you never know what's going to walk through our doors.
yeah. Or slither, I guess, or I don't know what alligator crawl. Oh, okay. That's wild. So I, because I think of SPCA, I think of cats and dogs. I mean,
Yeah, for
that's
the most
kind
part.
of
Yeah.
your most things of what you do.
Yeah.
Do you
That is
ever-
our primary for sure, is dogs and cats.
Yeah. Do you ever get like wild, or would that be like fish and game then? If like a coyote or
We
a
well
wolf
we have
or
we have had some dealings with other animals. People who set cat traps, and the occasional skunk or raccoon or possum will wander into.
Okay.
And, it's baited with food, so they're going to go eat the food.
Mm-hmm.
So we do encounter those occasionally.
Yeah.
Bats. They're
bats.
extremely common, especially in the downtown area.
Oh, yes. I have seen bats down here.
Yeah.
We actually, in our yard, in the field out there, right before dusk, we see they just all flying around.
And they're eating the bugs.
How do they catch the bats and bring them in?
Usually they end up kind of in a precarious little situation, like they don't make it back to their little sleeping grounds before daylight.
The sun comes up.
And they'll kind of be up under an eave, or they'll end up in a building. They fly through a doorway, and
like a bird or something.
And they usually post up somewhere, so they don't usually fly around a whole bunch until you disturb them.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they are the number one carrier of rabies.
I had heard that.
I mean, it is a safety issue. So, obviously, if you see one, don't touch it.
Right. Okay.
Call the proper authorities. We're trained to deal with those things.
Yes.
But for the most part, like I said, they kind of just end up in a spot where they don't make it quite back to where they're supposed to be for daytime.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if they're not where people can touch them and mess with them, if you leave them away,
It's probably fine.
leave them alone, and they'll fly away at dusk again.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if they're anywhere where it can, potentially cause issues, then we'll intervene.
Kind of do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. That's so. It does seem like it would be almost zoo-like sometimes to work at.
Yeah. It can be. And I've done a little piece of everything at the shelter. Like I said, I started in the kennels and cleaning.
Yeah.
And I was the office manager for a time. And so I worked in the front office. I've done the animal control services for a time. So I was a humane officer at one point, and investigating neglect and cruelties and things like that. And then, just basic animal control services and going out on calls like for bats.
Yeah.
I think my best one was at the police station.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm intrigued. There was a bat at the police station?
Yeah. So we are on call for emergencies after service hours for the city limits of Orrville 24/7, 365.
You have people that take the shifts and whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So at that point in time, I was one of the rotations on call. And they called, and the dispatch says, "Hey, we actually have a bat in the police station."
Oh my gosh.
So we're going through, and everybody's like, ducking.
Where is it?
Trying to. Everybody was pretty freaked out about it. We found it in one of the upstairs office rooms or something.
Are these like police officers in their like full uniform type of
dispatch? And uniformed officers, and they don't want anything to do with that. So
they'll do other scary things, but
that was probably over 20 years ago.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so I mean, we've done things like that. Skunk with a jar over its head.
Oh.
We've had cats too, getting those off can be a very delicate situation.
My goodness, yeah. I mean, can you put like mayonnaise, or what do they say to try to get, you have to,
well,
I don't know.
Every situation's a little different, so you kind of just have to work with what you have at the time.
How would you do that with a skunk? Wouldn't it just like,
sometimes, they can
spray everything, and it's,
they can. So that's the other high rabies carrier in our area. So you have to be extremely careful and cautious with those.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Skunks are one. I actually, growing up watching Looney Tunes. Yeah. And Pepe Le Pew, and was it his love interest was a cat?
It was a cat that ended up with the white stripe on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Underneath some paint somewhere.
Yes, always. Like there's an episode. But I always, whenever I would watch that, I was like, oh, having a skunk as a pet would be fun. Like
there are certain states and areas where you can actually have
really?
pet skunks.
Well, I've heard about them getting like
Descented.
descented. Okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say degland, but I'm like, I don't know if that's the right term.
Yeah, they remove the scent glands.
Okay. Yeah. See,
So.
that in that case, I mean, sure. Maybe. I just like, you do you.
There's lots of areas where certain things that we would not even think about having as pets that are more common in other areas.
That's true. That is true. Oh my gosh. I love it. Well, so I mean, so still, what kind of got you into that? Like, what's keeping you? I don't know. I mean, there's got to be.
It's
something.
I mean, there's good and bad with the whole thing,
right?
But I think having animals that are brought to us that are called strays.
Yeah, that's what we always.
They're basically unwanted animals. They can be throwaways, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that.
Or they have an ailment or something that's
sick, injured, abused, neglected. So getting those and rehabbing, fixing whatever is wrong with them, and being able to see them get into the loving homes that they deserve, I think is probably the biggest rewarding part of it.
Yeah.
And even just, the average animal that comes through that just lost its way.
Yeah.
And either is reclaimed by an owner. Oh my gosh, I've been looking everywhere for Fifi or whoever.
Yeah.
And being able to reunite, especially in some of the disasters that we've had in the recent years of people who've been able to find their animals. We've had some really good, heartwarming reunifications.
I was wondering just even with the fires, was there one, and I know if you can think of one, but was there one off the top of your head you can think of that you're like, oh my gosh, this animal was here for X amount of days, thought they were never going to find their person, and then
there's been several. So
it's hard to narrow it.
I think actually one of them that stands out with me is actually a cat.
Oh.
And I don't think it had anything to do with one of the disasters, but the cat had been missing for several years. And it did finally end up at the shelter.
Yeah.
Had a microchip with currently registered information.
Okay.
So we were able to reunite the cat with its people.
Oh.
I don't remember the exact specifics, but I remember it had been probably 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And there was another one. There was a little dog that actually went back to Florida.
Oh my goodness.
And we were able to trace down the owner.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with the microchips, though, because
microchips are amazing.
Ours are microchipped. I don't know if the address is. That's what I need to.
Addresses, phone numbers, emails,
all that stuff.
If all that information is current, even an email and a phone number, then they can get back home.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest problem with microchipping, is that information is oftentimes not current.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can microchip animals all day long.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing that goes back to, or they're not registered at all, then that reunification's not going to happen unless somebody's actively looking.
Right.
And actually, I just saw something on the Super Bowl commercials.
Oh, really?
Ring has implemented a pet finding portion to their
the cameras,
service.
the Ring cameras.
The Ring cameras, yes. They have, I haven't looked into it yet. I just saw it the other day.
Okay.
But there is a new portion of that where you can file basically a lost animal with Ring. What? And anybody who has a Ring system, AI, there we go again.
Sure.
Will look out for that animal in that area and send notifications of some sort. So I haven't looked into it yet, but there is a newer portion through Ring to help
help with your
reunite
lost
animals back home.
Oh, see, and they're thinking of it like this is clearly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a huge thing when
Yeah.
a dog gets out, something runs away.
And a lot of the times too, it's New Year's and 4th of July. There's lots of loud noise. And then
Sure.
you have the random thunderstorm that blows through.
Yeah,
And animals do not always tolerate that very well.
No.
So I actually, one of our dogs years ago
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any clue that he was bothered by loud noises. And we had a fluke thunderstorm that rolled
Yeah.
through. He panicked and he ran. Took me 3 days to find him and track him
Oh.
down.
It's so interesting. I'm always like, what? Why do they run? Like that's just so counterintuitive to me. I mean,
They just
really
want to get
animals.
away
Get
from
away from it.
whatever is bothering them.
Yeah.
And when it's everywhere, they run and then they don't know where they're running
Right.
or running to or running from.
They're just running. They're
yeah,
like, I just gotta
trying
get
to
out of
get
this.
away from
Oh,
the noise.
yeah.
So, and different things, but noises are
Yeah.
usually the biggest
Yes.
portion of that. So, yeah. Microchip.
And it's not expensive. It's not.
They're not really.
Yeah. I mean, what, like 20,
We-
50?
We charge
$20?
$20 to do microchipping
Oh,
at
okay.
the shelter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's like 2 drinks through a drive-through. Maybe not like 1 drink and a half now.
I know the way prices are going.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's
Wow.
lifetime protection for your animal
Yeah.
if you have that information
Okay.
current.
Yes, I know. So now I'm like, I need to make sure that's up to date. Is there, okay, now see if you can answer this question and direct me. Is there just a microchip site? Or is it like, do you have to know
No.
the specific? I'm like,
Well-
how would I know where to go to update the information?
Yeah. So there are several different brands of microchips. You can actually, it doesn't matter what brand of microchip you have, you can register it at any one of the microchip registries.
Oh, okay.
So there is a website online. You can type in the microchip number
okay.
and it will tell you what kind of microchip, if it's registered,
okay.
and then you call. Hopefully, again,
Yeah.
there's a lot of different ones. I mean, you can buy microchips on Amazon, I think.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
there is no tracking with that
Oh.
unless you register that microchip somewhere.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be registered somewhere,
Right.
or it's just a random floating number.
Yeah.
So there are a few of those that we run into. Don't know where they've come from or how they've gotten to where they are, but there's nothing attached to it. With some of the more common ones, what are they now? There's PetLink, there's 20,
See, I need to write this down.
24 Pet Watch, Avid. I know I'm probably going to forget something, so if anybody's listening, don't hold me to this.
Yeah. Well, but you could take your microchip essentially if you don't know the brand or whatever. Like you could just register it as many as you can think of.
Any of those
Yeah.
main microchip companies. You can register a PetLink chip at 24 Pet Watch. You can register
Okay.
a 24 Pet Watch at PetLink. You can
That's
register
great.
with Avid, whatever it is, as long as that information is attached somewhere. So
No, that's good.
and all of our microchips, we actually come with free registry.
Nice. Okay.
That manufacturer, you register with that
them.
site and it doesn't cost anything extra. And it's a minimal fee just to get that information
Yeah.
put into the system.
Sure. So they
So-
can keep doing the good work.
Yeah.
Like,
so that
makes
it's
sense.
linked somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
And the other handy thing you can do that doesn't cost hardly anything is just write your phone number on the collar.
Oh, there you
Use
go.
a Sharpie. Put your phone number on the collar. I mean, sometimes
Or have a
collars come
license,
off.
Sure.
But I mean, tags can fall off too and stuff like that. So, I mean, and that's
something.
a super easy, cheap way to have your information on your animal.
Yeah.
Because a microchip, you do need a special scanner to read the number.
I see. Yeah.
Shelters, veterinary hospitals, anybody, in the
We've done
animal
that.
field has the ability to do that.
We've had, so where we are, we've had 2 dogs. My daughter jokes, the kids are like, we're the dog house because we've had 2 stray dogs. I say stray, but just they show up at our house. No, one of them was a French bulldog once, and showed up, no collar, no nothing. They just sit on our front step, just sitting there, and I'm like, where do these dogs come from? Anyway, so twice now we had to take them down to see if they're chipped. But you guys will do that. You'll scan, and you'll see, which has been so great. And then the process there, at least, and you can correct me, is that we then took the dogs back home, but then we registered it there so that as a lost pet, I think. Is that right? So we could take it home, and then if nobody comes to claim the dog in however many days or something, then
there are certain options for that
there,
too. And if the animal is microchipped and we were able to get a hold of an owner and you guys want to meet up, then there's that option too. So I mean, if we can keep the animals out of the shelter,
right,
that's really our main goal,
right,
is to be able to get them home before they have to come to us,
right? Yeah, no, that's so good. Okay, so I wanted to know before, because we're gonna head to an ad break. I actually, as we were thinking about ads, I was like, ooh, should get these microchip things to sponsor the podcast, or a Ring camera. Ring, ring, ring. I'm saying, putting it out there for the algorithm. No. But speak of sponsorships, we are going to take an ad break to allow our sponsors and local businesses and organizations have a word on what they're doing in our communities. And as we do that, before we do that, go ahead and don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast. We see everything that comes through. We do a little happy dance because it's so much fun to see who else watching. So we'll be right back after these messages. So during the month of March, we are going to photograph 32 dogs. And all of the proceeds from those entry fees are going to be donated to the Northwest SPCA. This is the 5th year we've been photographing dogs for the Pooch Playoffs, which is the ultimate competition for the cutest canine or feline this year in Butte County. And Dot, what are you most excited about? Dot, are you excited about Pooch Playoffs? And we're done. And we're back here with Isha from the Northwest SPCA. And I wanted to spend a little bit more time as we head into this next section called Fool's Gold. It really is this area of kind of like challenges and things maybe specific to the shelter that you see. I would love to hear a little bit more just maybe the daily operations of the shelter, how, maybe give us an idea of, because I know from a person going in to adopt a dog and I get walked through and I'm like, oh, this is so cute and lovely. Oh, look at all the animals, but
there's a lot that goes into before that.
Yes. So share with us if you.
So the Northwest SPCA is a 501c3
nonprofit
organization. We hold contracts. We hold 2 contracts. One is with the city of Orrville, and for them, we provide animal control services and housing of the stray animals within the city limits of Orrville.
Okay.
The other one is through Butte County Animal Control. They have their own animal control services, but they don't have a housing facility.
Okay.
So we house the animals for them. That means we house animals for almost all of Butte County.
That's a lot.
It's minus Gridley, Paradise, and Chico.
Oh, wow.
And that's their town limits, city limits.
Okay.
Everything else that's outside of those city limits comes to us.
Wow.
So that means we end up housing approximately 5,000 to 6,000 animals a year that come through our shelter. We only have 56 kennels.
Oh my goodness. So that's almost like, wait, 5,056. How many, is that like 500 dogs a kennel?
Just about.
Essentially, like
a year
or
a month,
year. Yeah, sure. A month in each kennel. Wow.
Yeah. So It's a lot.
That's a lot.
And so, unfortunately, oftentimes the animals that are being brought to our shelter through our shelter have some kind of issue, whether it be medical or behavioral.
You mean they're not all puppies?
They're not all cute, fuzzy, friendly, hold me, cuddle me.
Yes.
Unfortunately. Sometimes we see the not so cute, fuzzy friendlies.
Yeah.
And it's getting more so now with behavioral issues since COVID. We've seen a lot more the anti-socializing, anti-socialized, unsocialized.
Like they're just not, because they're in their homes or they're in their
Well, with
own
COVID,
yards,
everything was shut down. There was no socializing for humans or animals.
Well, yeah, that's
was
true.
your
I
own-
try not to think about that time.
I know it's but there is actually
true,
documented evidence now that shutdown period, because then also not only was everything just kind of stagnant, they also shut down all of the spay neuter services.
Oh, my goodness.
That has set us back 10 years for our spay neuter efforts that the United States at least has been,
Working
so focused on, and really spay neuter. And,
Wow.
Bob Barker, help control the pet population, have your pet spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
There's been this big movement for that. And just those couple years, or it was probably even less than that it was officially shut down, has set us back 10 years.
That is wild to think about.
Yeah. And we're seeing it. Again, the lack of socialization.
And just the behavior, the way.
Yeah. I think that's a really big portion of it. So the behaviors that we are seeing, they can't acclimate to new environments.
Not as resilient with.
Yeah. So we don't adopt out an animal that we know is going to bite.
Oh, yeah.
If animals are aggressive with other animals, that is also a problem. That's the number one reason people get bit is breaking up a dog fight. It's instinctual. Two dogs get in a fight and you want to jump in the middle and stop it.
Right.
And that's when people get hurt.
Yeah.
You're talking a little Chihuahua. The injuries probably aren't as severe, but you're talking two large breed dogs.
Yeah. I was thinking the little tiny dogs. Yeah. You can just. But yeah, those
when
big ones.
When you're talking big dogs, 50, 60 plus pounds, and you try and get in the middle of that, 90% of the time somebody gets hurt. There's been a fair number of hospitalizations due to breaking up dog fights.
When I used
major surgeries, to repair some of the injuries.
When I used to work in X-ray, we would X-ray people who got bit.
Yeah,
and they're always so. Also, this was we'd have a lot of old ladies come in because they tripped over their little dog and fell. I'm just like, and it's never, of course, it's never the animal's fault, right?
Right.
Like it's all they're always so kind to be like, it's like, oh, I was doing this thing and blah, blah, and I'm just like, let's just focus on getting you well.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But yeah, those dog fights.
Yeah. So there comes a time when human life does have to come before the animal's life. It's one of the sad realities that we do deal with in shelter life.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So when you say you don't adopt them out, because this is a big, at least on my algorithms that show up, and and I'm a pet lover, and so it's like there's a lot of. Sometimes I think people are like, "Oh, a no-kill shelter. We have to go and rescue this dog because of this." So speak to that, if you wouldn't. So when you say they're not adoptable, what does that mean?
We euthanize animals.
Okay.
Which is it's
so
sad. Fact.
It's so sad.
But it's reality.
Is there such a thing as a no-kill shelter?
Not really. And we basically follow those principles.
Mm-hmm.
We adopt out all healthy adoptable animals.
Mm. Okay.
If they're not healthy and adoptable,
Yeah.
and it's no life for them, no life to be lived,
Mm-hmm.
just to live in a kennel.
Yeah.
So rather,
Right.
You weigh the balances, like they can live in a kennel
Mm-hmm.
and not be adoptable.
Right.
That's no life.
Right.
So we have to make very difficult decisions
I'm sure.
on a daily basis. But there are some animals that are not adoptable that unfortunately do have to be euthanized. Like I said, there's a time when human safety has to come before the animal. But anything that is healthy and friendly, we put up for adoption. And we don't have specific hold times for that. Once an animal is available for adoption and it remains healthy and friendly, I mean, we of course we don't want them to stay there for a really long time.
Right.
But we don't have a set time limit. Oh, they've been here for a month. It's time to go.
We
don't have that. We do lots of different things. We'll waive an adoption fee if we can get it into the right home.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's other things that we do to help move them along. We do work with some other shelters to transfer animals occasionally. But we're all in a situation right now.
All the shelters.
All of our shelters, all of our rescues, we're all full. So there isn't a lot of those transfer opportunities as there were in the past also.
Like pre-COVID or just in the past?
I think part of it is pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many calls, I guess, on average, here's a better question. Do you see certain times of year when you have more people calling to, or bringing dogs in, cats in, bringing animals in? Like, is there a spike?
Not really.
No. Okay.
No,
It's just
pretty
always
much year round. We get calls every day for people needing to rehome animals.
Okay.
Whether they're moving or they can't handle it, it's not trained. They're having behavioral issues. They're, whatever the case may be. We field hundreds of calls.
Yeah.
And there's days when we intake 30 dogs
30
in a day.
dogs?
Yeah.
In one day.
And then there's also
But you only have
cat and kitten season is more. That is a little bit more seasonal. Spring and summer. Cats are very fertile during that time. So we do see an influx of cats and kittens during the spring and summer months.
Okay.
But it's almost year round now too.
Yeah.
With all the weird weather we've been having.
Right. When it's warm and
we don't have quite as much of the troughs and peaks and stuff that we used to.
Okay.
It's almost constant year round.
Wow.
And during kitten season, there's days when we get 50 cats before noon. Cats and kittens.
It's just
before
wild.
noon.
That's I'm laughing, but I'm just like,
because it's so insane.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I don't think because you guys do such a good job, you just got a whole
I think
thing going over there that
part
I don't think
of this
notice.
too. We haven't been as in your face with some of this information in the past, and it's we work with our community, we work with the public, but we need your help too.
Yeah.
We can't do it all by ourselves. And then, when, oh my gosh, you euthanized such and such dog or cat or whatever it is. Now we're the bad guys because we're cleaning up and having to make those difficult decisions.
I would never, the fact that you guys are taking on that responsibility of making the decision, right, is a huge thing.
They're all brought to us.
Right.
And then it's out of sight, out of mind until, one little thing sparks and it's like, oh my gosh, you euthanize animals? I would much rather not have to.
You think we like doing this?
Yeah. That is one of the worst things.
Yeah.
But again, it's a sad reality that we're put in that situation where we have to. So I dare people every day, put us out of business.
Yeah.
Be responsible, spay, neuter, vaccinate, keep your animals at home with proper identification. Put us out of business.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Yeah. That was going to be my next thing is how then can we help in these? And we're going to come back to this as well, because we have some things that are coming up, some events that we'll talk about later. But I guess just in a general, I mean, you said, put you out of business. So keep your animals safe and secure in your homes. Don't let them go out and about town. Make sure that you spay and neuter.
Spay, neuter, vaccinate.
Vaccinate, okay. ID them, make sure they're chipped.
Yeah, proper identification.
Okay.
Like I said, if nothing else, if you can't afford that $20 for a microchip, put a collar on them and write your phone number on it. Any kind of identification on that animal increases the chance that it gets to go back home.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I know. I'm like, it's here. We're talking about all these dogs but I do think it's important for the community because it's an act. You guys are such an active part of the community. And I think it's important for the public to be educated on this, and to have the correct information. And I appreciate that you're not shying away from the hard truth.
Yeah.
Because there could be a lot of places that kind of, you wouldn't have to, you could say it in some flowery language, and we're like, wait, what does she mean by that?
Yeah.
But
no,
you're actually,
it's on the table.
Yeah. Which I appreciate. So
it's due.
Yeah.
It's not something that's fun to talk about. It's not all sunshines and roses. It's not all pet the puppy.
Those are fun. They're fun until you got to train them. And then you're like, oh, wow, what did I do with the puppy?
It's like having a toddler.
It is. It is. I tell you, because we adopted Patch recently. I don't know if you were there. I think Julie helped us.
I was in part of the mix, more behind the scenes, but yes.
Yes. He is the sweetest dog. We feel like we really lucked out with this dog. I will have to bring him by at some point or let you just see him. But
we love the happy stories.
He's just
we
a
get
chill little guy.
We do get some updates on some of our adoptions, and those are so rewarding for what we do. And then, once they walk out the door and it's like, oh, I wonder what happened to
such and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every once in a while we do have some people that will come back in and they'll, hey, I've got George with me today. And, just wanted to come by and say hi and thank you. And those mean so much to us. It really makes what we do worth it every day, just to have that little bit of, oh my gosh, they really did find the best place ever.
Yeah. I love it. I love it too. You guys are really active on your Facebook page, I think, too, with posting adoption stories. And I got one of those too, because the way that it worked with Patch was I had to go, because I think he went to Davis to get neutered. And then, okay, wait, sorry, pause. Not pause for the podcast, but I do have a question. For those people who really may not know, what's the difference between a spay and a neuter? May not. People may not
terminology,
know.
But a spay typically refers to a female.
Okay.
And a neuter typically refers to a male.
So it's not species. It's not dog or cat. It's
gender.
It's gender.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Is
right.
more so. Or altered.
Okay.
Is spayed or neutered.
Okay.
So there's some general terms. Fixed.
Okay.
Is some more common.
Adjusted.
Little nip and tuck here while we're at it.
Okay. Because that's important.
A spay is typically female, and a neuter or castration is the other term for neuters and boys.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for that education. No, so with Patch, it was, so he I had to go and get him because he had been at UC Davis getting neutered. And I went and the kids were in school. And so I got to take him home. And it was just me with Patch in my photo for Facebook. So it was sweet.
Yeah.
I love that. So if I don't know if James is going to pull up the Facebook page. I think he probably is. But if you just kind of can go on there and take a look at all the great stories.
Because we have adoption stories. We have, some of our needs and wants, as things pop up.
Yeah.
We always need towels and blankets.
Yes. Oh, I was going to bring this up later, but I'll just bring it up now.
Kinda
and then we're going to
ties in.
head into the Gold Rush round. But maybe this was news to me because one of the first things I did to help support and raise funds or just materials was I did like a dog food drive at my previous studio. This was like 6 years ago. And it was great. We got so much dog food that we took. This was news to me, and I don't know if you feel okay sharing about it, but is dog food the best way to don't, like, do you guys take dog food? Like, how does that?
So that is actually semi-recently changed.
Okay. I know a lot of people want to give a tangible product of like, I want to give dog food or cat food or whatever.
Yeah. So I think it's only been a year. I think it's just over a year.
Fairly recently, yeah.
We have gotten hooked up with Hill's Science Diet. And
Which
the
is
shelter,
fantastic.
the shelter feeding program.
Okay.
So we get an extremely discounted rate to feed the shelter animals.
Okay.
So they're all on a consistent diet. They all get fed the same food.
The animals that are there in the shelter that have been intaken. Yeah.
Brought in.
Yeah. Which probably makes cleaning things a little
yes.
easier too. I tummy issues.
Don't want to discount the community support because when we relied on donated food for until just about a year ago.
Right.
And we would constantly, that was one of our big pleas on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Hey, we need food. Right. And the community has always been so gracious. When we ask, they came out.
Yeah.
People would bring bags and bags and bags.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all different brands.
Right.
And mix this and mix that. And, sometimes not kitten or puppy. And
some wet food, some dry food.
Yeah. So it was very inconsistent, which doesn't do well on their digestive systems. Mm-hmm. So,
not for me either. When I'm getting it all
kinds of mixed things.
After vacation, I'm like, oh, my tummy kind of hurts.
So, and when animals come into the shelter, it's a very stressful environment. There's a lot of, all the dogs are barking. Everybody's like, hey, newcomer, hello. Cats stress out super easy.
Oh,
doesn't take much for cats to stress.
Mm-hmm.
Sights and
just
sounds.
Thinking of cats.
I know.
Such different personalities than that of dogs.
But it really is. It's a stressful environment. So we do what we can to reduce that amount of stress as possible. Consistent diet actually plays a really big part in that, and also helps us determine if we have illness or if it's just a feeding issue.
Yeah.
We still have, some inconsistencies there, and that's, again, stress related sometimes, and who knows what they've eaten before they've come in.
Right. Oh,
we found some really interesting things.
Oh gosh. Found it where, Isha?
I can elaborate if you really want me to, okay. But it can get
I can imagine
maybe a little more than what we want to delve into.
I have a quite the imagination.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we don't need to go into that much specifics. But yes,
gosh.
we've had some very interesting things that we have found later.
Oh my gosh.
But it really helps their immune systems to readjust, and again in stress. I mean, if you imagine yourself in a stressful situation, what happens to us? Yeah. And it's exacerbated with animals. So they get stressed really easy. And there's 2 rooms, each has 28 kennels. There's not just one dog in each kennel.
Right.
And then you have cats and is as much as you can buffer the sounds, the cats still
Yeah.
hear the dogs barking, and that's super
Right.
stressful for cats. So
Right.
everybody's just for at
They're
least
on
for the
high
first
alert.
few days, they're like, "Holy cow, what's going on? I don't
Yeah.
understand, and I'm in this strange place, and there's all these sounds and smells." And
Yeah.
so by having that consistent diet for them is very helpful. So part of the reason that we're able to do that is, again, semi-recently, shortly before that, Feather Falls Casino, Rancheria, Moortown Rancheria,
Yeah.
they have the kiosks where you go cash in your ticket from the slot machines.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you have change on there, coins, the machine does not dispense coins. So there
Okay.
is an option on there to donate your change to the Northwest SPCA.
What?
Yeah. It's pretty
Okay.
amazing.
So if you had like 25 cents left on this whatever ticket,
3
or-
cents, 10
3
cents,
cents, okay.
17 cents, 99 cents, whatever the
Yeah.
change is on that ticket goes into the donate.
Okay.
And we actually get about $4,000 a month
$4,000 a
from
month?
donated change.
What?
And that has allowed us to be able to purchase the food for the animals at the shelter.
That's amazing.
It
Who
really...
I mean, I don't know what that says more. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of people donating their change, or I'm like, that's a lot of pennies.
Yeah.
Which
It adds
you don't
up.
get the pennies. You get probably like a check.
Yeah.
But that's really what a great
It's
thing.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful. Feather Falls Casino, Rancheria, the Moortown Rancheria, and the brewery, they
all have the
support-
kiosk?
Well,
Or-
they're all tied together.
Oh, okay.
But they're parts of.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And all of them are such big supporters of the Northwest SPCA. And I mean, we have a couple of events coming up that
Yes.
are hosted there.
I'm gonna do that at the end. We're gonna share,
So
so
we'll
you have
talk
to
about
keep
that.
listening to where these events are. Just stay tuned, because before we do that, I like to do kind of this is called the Gold Rush round. Dun, 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 dun. Gold Rush. But basically, what this is I'm going to name off some rapid fire questions. Basically, I'm going to say, what is the best blank? And I want you to, right off the top of your head, come up with. I didn't prep you for these ones. You didn't get to see these questions.
get any.
So basically, I'm going to say best such and such. And first thing that comes to your mind, that's totally whatever it is. This is the most controversial we get on the podcast. So, here we go. We ready?
I'm ready
All
as
right.
we're going to get.
Best burger.
Jake's.
Jake's, okay. All right. Best.
Well, I do have to say I'm a vegetarian.
You are? What? Our first question I asked you was burger? I didn't know that.
So I'm like, okay, well, for a vegetarian burger.
Oh my goodness. Well, that makes sense now. Like with your cow, it was supposed to be somebody's dinner, and now I'm like,
He's
oh my
not.
gosh.
The rest of my family isn't, but I am.
How long have you been a vegetarian?
I was born this way.
You were. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, so Jake's, do they have a veggie burger?
Yes, they do.
That counts. I'll take it. There you go. I might have to go try the veggie burger now. What a fun fact. I had no idea about that. About that. Okay, never mind. All right. Thank you for saying that. Okay, next one. Best local event. Can't talk about the ones coming up.
I was
Yeah.
going to say anything SPCA related.
Anything SPCA related, yes. I will, yep, that's it. That counts. Best tacos.
I don't eat out tacos. Homemade.
Homemade tacos.
Homemade.
With vegetarian, what do you put in your tacos then?
Everything but the real meat.
Everything but everything else?
Well, they have meat substitutes that I
Okay.
use.
What's the one? At Chipotle, they've got is it sofritas?
Sofritas.
I like that one.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Best mural. We don't have any pet murals in town.
Yeah, and I don't get out much. I'm either at home or I'm at the shelter.
Maybe you need a mural at the SPCA of pets. That would be, any artists listening?
Maybe
we need that.
There could be an opportunity for that.
Oh, you heard it here first. Okay. Best grocery store.
Smart and Final? Because that's just where I go. I don't go anywhere else.
I love Smart and Final. I love that. Yeah, they're close. They're the closest one to us too.
Yeah.
Best dog park.
Well, we only have one.
Do we? Is that the one?
We do have a dog park.
That is the one down by the river. Right?
We do have a dog park down by the river.
Well, then that's...
At the dead end of River Bend.
Yep.
Drive down there. Yep.
I do that one. In that vein, best dog-friendly restaurant.
Honestly, I don't know. Mine misbehaves, so they don't get to go very many places.
Well, I know Union, and I think some of the coffee places let you take your dog out.
Okay.
Let's see. Best breakfast. I know if you don't go out. Ethan's. Okay, yes. Ethan's is great. Now that they're back open, they had that.
I know they had that nasty fire, and we're really happy that they came back.
Yep, they got it back open. Best high school.
Las Plumas.
Oh, there you go. Best customer service.
SPCA.
Yeah. There you go. Always have to plug yourself. And last one, best coffee. Are you a coffee drinker?
I am. I mean, okay, if I were to actually go out and get a coffee, because I usually just drink coffee at home. I have my token cup or two in the morning with my caramel macchiato creamer.
Hey,
maybe a little bit of creamer with my coffee, a little bit of coffee with my creamer.
I love it.
I would say mug shots.
Okay. All right. That's where you would go?
That's probably where I would go.
For a coffee. I love it. Thank you for participating in the Gold Rush round. Cha-cha-cha. Yay. Well,
I guess I'm not very helpful with that because I don't go very many places.
Like you said, you are at the SPCA all the time.
Yeah, I go home to sleep and otherwise I'm at the shelter.
But you're there. I love it. Okay, well, so as we're kind of narrowing things down and closing things up, was there anything that we didn't talk about today that we should have talked about? I know you had kind of some things, I did.
Let me take a quick peek.
Before, again, we're still going to talk about the events coming up. But yeah, I would love to hear if there's anything else.
There are two little things. We didn't talk about the lessons. We I think we got sidetracked.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, the lessons. I did challengers.
The lessons.
Yeah,
and
any
then
lessons?
One more little tidbit. So over the years, many years at the shelter,
30 years.
Plus or minus. No. Little plus.
More? Could be more than that.
Well, it's a little over 30.
Okay.
But so over the years, we want to get animals back home. That's our main focus. Animals come to us. They've lost their way. Our first and foremost is to reunite those animals with their owners.
Okay.
As the years have gone by, we have a lot greater homeless or unhoused community in our area.
Yeah.
We've tried to work with them. Again, some of those animals may not be actually adoptable. They're kind of in a different world.
Okay.
Usually, most of them are fairly well taken care of. And we've tried to work with the homeless community to make sure that they can get their animals back.
Okay.
And that has backfired on us several
Oh.
times. More and more in recent years, but it's steadily increasing to where they're repeat offenders. They're arrested. The drugs are playing a big part in things. There have been several that have OD'd several
so
times,
horrible.
and we keep getting the animal.
Oh,
And so it's
because you keep
just-
track of when the animal comes. You have all these records. so
Yes,
you know
we have
how.
records of all the animals and people that we deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, we have records. And we want what's best for those animals.
Right.
So we have really taken a firm stance on some of the homeless community, to where you have to take responsibility. So we're not working with them as much anymore.
That's so hard. What again? Hard decisions.
Yeah.
That have to be.
Yeah. And we're separate. We have two entities that we deal with under one roof, because we
Right.
have Butte County Animal Control, and then we have
The city.
and we contract, we provide all of those animal services for the city. So the city doesn't actually like say you can or can't do XYZ. We have control over the city animals.
Okay.
So the animals that we get from the city limits, we have our own set of fees. We have our own set of rules and regs that we have to follow for that.
Okay.
And then there's also Butte County Animal Control. They have their own set of fees and regulations and things that they have to follow.
Okay.
And they're governed separately and differently than we are.
Okay.
We just house those animals.
I see.
We're just the boarding facility.
Okay. They're like,
they're-
you're like the rent. You're like, I need a hotel. You pay that. All right.
Yeah.
Lodging.
Yeah.
Food and
So
lodging.
it's two separate things that we're dealing with.
Okay.
So, but we do what we can. And again, that's our main focus, is to try and get the animals back reunited with their owners.
Yeah.
In a good situation. So that it's been hard. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a challenge, especially when that is kind of your mission, is to return them to your owners. But then when the owner is not, how do you make that call? And you guys have, you're making these decisions again in the best interest of the animal.
Yes. Yeah.
So
it's whatever's going to be best for that animal. And then one other little thing, we kind of started touching on every shelter is its own.
Okay.
We're not related to Chico shelters, Yuba City shelters.
Right. Oh, other SPCAs.
Well, there's SPCAs, there's
Yes.
humane societies,
Right.
there's rescues, there's, lots of different
private-
animal facilities. Some are city or county governed.
Okay.
Some are private. Some are, a mixture like we are.
Yeah.
Where they hold contracts. But we're all separate.
Okay.
We don't have ties to any other of those facilities.
So glad you're talking, because I sometimes will get an email or something from the ASPCA, and I'm like, oh, and I've had people that are like, oh, I love donating to the SPCA, but that's not you.
That's not us.
Okay.
So, and I don't discount what they do.
Sure.
They are, they were kind of like one of our founders.
Okay.
Like they started this movement X number of years ago. I forget the actual year, but they've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And they kind of started this animal welfare movement and, rehabilitating animals and getting them adopted and spay neuters and things like that. But they're in New York.
Okay. which is not here.
in California.
So if we send money to them, it goes over to New York.
Yes.
Okay.
That money's not shared.
Okay.
I mean, there are grant and scholarship and there are some opportunities, but it is not just a shared blanket fund.
Okay.
The money that you donate from the advertisements on TV
Mm-hmm.
go to those specific shelters.
Okay.
So the biggest plug I can put for that is donate local,
Mm-hmm.
support local.
Yes.
We are a teeny tiny little facility.
Yeah. Little powerhouse though.
Penny pinching, scraping, money begging.
Right. Well, because you are a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Like everything that comes in goes to help support
The
your
animals
operations
in our community, in our shelter. We use that money for the animals. Anything that is donated, and it's tax deductible.
Yes. Yes.
As tax time is nearing
Yes,
again.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, so the contracts that we hold pays for our lights, our water,
Okay.
our wages, the basics.
Yeah.
Anything that we do to save that animal to get it ready for adoption and adopted,
Yeah.
that includes the vaccinations, the microchipping, the medications, testing.
Yeah.
Did I say spay neuter?
Yeah.
Spay neuter.
All
Everything that we put into those animals, all of the supplies for those animals to get them adoption ready is funded through donations.
Wow. That's like 90% of it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
I don't know what the percent, but that's a lot.
It is.
The majority
the
of
majority of it is. And for us to provide those services, it's in upwards of probably about $20,000 a month.
Wow. Okay.
Just for that little portion.
Yeah.
Gosh. And that again is just the basics, getting
Right.
those animals ready for adoption.
Yeah.
That doesn't include the ones that need extra attention, that come in with, skin allergies and need extra bathing and extra medications,
Right. A little extra love.
veterinary services that, we don't have the ability to do in-house. We have to
Right.
take them somewhere for those things.
Yeah.
So it adds up very quickly, and we really rely on our community support.
Yes.
And monetary is the best.
Yeah.
To where we can put those
You can put it
things where it's needed. But any of those monetary donations go to help the animals.
I love it.
They don't pay wages. They don't keep our lights on.
Okay.
They don't pay anything else.
It goes back to the animals.
Goes to the animal.
Yes. So thank you so much for sharing all of that. I am excited to talk about the events coming up because one of the ways that we can give back financially, even if we don't have necessarily a bunch to give, but we want to participate, we want to help in some sort of way. There's a couple events coming up.
There are some really cool events coming up.
Yes.
Is our third annual Ales for Tales Brewfest.
Okay.
At Feather Falls Casino Brewery, sponsored by them.
Okay. And this is, they've done 3 years.
This will be our third one. And it has been a hit so far. Everybody keeps asking, when's the next one? When's the next one? Are you doing this again next year? So it's always a lot of fun. We have a lot of really great local breweries that come out. There's a couple things too that are in the works that are surprise little tidbits that we're hoping to have this year. So a couple new things.
Fun.
And that one is March 14th.
Okay.
Tickets are on sale. We have tickets at the shelter, and you can get tickets at the Players Club at Feather Falls. They are $35, and it's from 1 to 5, March 14th.
All right. I love it.
So, we are really excited about both of these events coming up.
Those are, and great opportunities to just, you even go and support and tell other people too about these events too.
Yes,
like that's
please.
just
tell
great.
everybody, tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell anybody who will listen.
Anyone. Yeah. Right. No. Well, and then the event that I like to talk about that's coming up for Erin Lackey Photography, who is a sponsor of this podcast. We do. He's laughing at me. This is going to be the 5th year that
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
putting on Pooch Playoffs, which is
So much fun.
it's so much fun. It's the ultimate competition for the cutest canine in Butte County, and all of the proceeds that we make from the $99 entry fee, all those proceeds get donated to the Northwest SPCA, and it's kind of like a March Madness, Mutt Madness style competition. So I photograph in my studio a bunch of dogs. I'm doing 32 this year. That's I think I can do 32. And I photograph them and I put them up against each other, and then people vote.
The little brackets.
It's bracket, and it's fun. It's just a really fun way to give back to the community. And again, my sister is kind of my inspiration for that. And
It's a great little
it's
event.
so fun.
People really get into it.
Well, and then people vote,
And then we get to see some of our adopted animals too that show up on there. So that's really
So
exciting
fun.
as well. And we are so grateful for your support. And
thank you.
it's a fun thing to do too.
Yes.
And photography with animals is not easy.
It is interesting. Let's just say that. It's very fun. There's fur falling out of the walls down here for
We have our little photo area where we take updated photos for our animals that go up for adoption. And I've kind of trained anew because I used to do that.
It is a lot.
And so we have this little corner area that we use for our little photo booth.
Yeah.
And our young girl that's doing that now has done an amazing job.
Yeah.
So if you see some of the photos on our website that are updated, she's doing a beautiful job. We're
It's so
so
good.
happy. I kind of have my little mentee.
Yes, I love it. That's so good. I'm all about photos.
But you take 100 pictures of one animal to get
It's
one good one.
Yep. It's like that with toddlers
And
too.
I was gonna say it's probably very similar to
Yes.
children.
Yes.
But we make fools of ourselves and noises and sounds
Yep.
and dances
Yep.
and movements, and it's absolutely hilarious.
It
People
is.
sometimes in the lobby and they're kind of
What's going on in there?
and they're like,
Yes.
"What is going on?" It's like it's okay. It's photo day.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, Isha, thank you so much for being here and for being on the podcast and sharing about the Northwest SPCA and for having a heart of gold. Just amazing.
I want to thank you for all you do for the community
Not
and for
allowed.
supporting us. No, and for having us on here.
Oh.
The shelter obviously is near and dear to my heart,
Yes.
and it is part of me, and I'm part of it. And
Yeah.
so for us to be able to get some more information out there and
Yeah.
educate some more people that don't know who we are and what we do,
It's good.
it's amazing.
It's good for
so
everyone.
thank
Well,
you so
thank
much
you.
for hosting
Aw.
us.
Thank you. Yay. We clap. I mess up out of the most out of everybody.
I've gotten to the point where I'm like, oh, hang on, let me do that again. Yeah, we can pause. Sorry. No. You're going to have to edit this down.
This week on our come on, Patch. Oh. For the Northwest SPCA, this is a fundraiser. Am I that boring?